Hey there folks, it's beginning of a beautiful autumn, but summer memories are still fresh, so no way for season melancholy. We're celebrating summer nostalgia with pork and bean koftas. It's the dish that got all the Mediterranean vibes. Think warm sunsets, fresh flavors, and a taste that makes you forget the chilly days ahead. So let's get into it. We are starting with half a kilo of ground pork. Now pork is not only flavorful, but it's easy on the wallet. And hey, if you're not in the mood for pork, you can always swap it for chicken mince or beef mince, veal, lamb, anything you want. To stretch the meat, we'll use some cannellini beans. These are the underdog of the bean world. They're packed with protein and plant fiber, plus they're a win-win for your health. So make sure to include them more in your everyday diet, and before introducing them to the pork, just make sure to pat them dry with paper towels. They will be used like breadcrumbs, soaking all that deliciousness and making things more tasty. Into the mince they go. Now it's time to add some flavors, so be generous with salt, somewhere 5 grams for this time, and introduce your favorite pepper. I'm keeping things simple and taking black pepper, so 10 to 15 cracks. No need to make it extra hot, but if you are feeling too spicy, you can always introduce cayenne or take some seeds from this wonderful chili and get it to the bowl. Now I want to add some color of red unsmoked paprika. And if you want to go with garlic or onion powder, you're always welcome. Just follow your taste buds, they will lead to your perfection. Now here's where things become interesting. We are introducing some 80 grams of dried apricots. Now, dried fruit may sound unusual for savory dishes like pork, koftas, but across Middle East and North Africa, this is very common to add dried fruit like raisins, dried apricots to meaty dishes. Try this is a real game changer. These apricots are going to bring a beautiful color and a subtle sweetness that balances the savory perfectly. Plus 30 grams of dried fruit counts as one of your 5 a day, so there's a health boost too. Now it's time to mix everything up and get your hands dirty. So give your hands a nice workout. No, it's not about just combining all the ingredients together, all the seasoning. It's about transforming the texture of the pork so it will hold nicely. And if you're not in the mood to get your hands dirty, you can always wear gloves or use a food processor. Once it's all mixed, you can make meatballs or patties, but we're shaping this into rustic mini koftas. The word kofta comes from the Persian, which means to beat or to grind, which references the ground meat. So these are mostly popular across Turkey, Greece, the Balkan states, Middle East, typically the descendants of the Ottoman Empire. Traditionally, those things are to be put on grill with skewers, but we are making things stovetop friendly. So just a small amount of olive oil and make it cover the entire surface. Take any pan, and once it's hot, just pop the koftas into the oven. The heat should be medium-high for the first 2 to 3 minutes. Later you can reduce it while stirring and flipping these wonderful things. While these are cooking, let's move to our fresh salad and a killer mint yogurt sauce. For the salad, we are going with a classic combo: cucumber, tomato, and quick pickled onion. You can take some lettuce or iceberg for extra crunchiness. It's simple, refreshing, and pairs perfectly with our koftas. Don't forget to look at your koftas from time to time and flip them to the other side to be sure everything is seared beautifully and evenly. It takes usually from 10 to 12 minutes to make these be ready for serving. So let's not waste time and prepare a wonderful pickle. Finely slice red onion, toss it with a pinch of salt, add some hotness with hot pepper and a splash of vinegar and let it sit for a few minutes. So these koftas are looking golden brown and gnarly, just the way we want them to be. So at this time you need just a splash of water, just a splash. So you pour that water inside the lid, turn the heat off and cover the pan with the lid. And while we are waiting them to finish finally, let's make a mint sauce. We are doing this the old school way with mortar, pestle, fresh mint leaves, a pinch of salt and give it a good bash until it's a fragrant green paste. Then mix in some thick Greek yogurt, about 4 to 5 big tablespoons, red from paprika, give it some cracks of pepper. This sauce is fresh, tangy and the perfect partner for those golden koftas. This is simple. This could be a base for anything you want to add. Want to add more kick, add Dijon mustard or grain mustard. If you want to be more fragrant, you can add garlic or even onion. So experiment. This is absolutely versatile and transformable to your favorite. Let's bring all the flavors together. You can take pita bread to make it like gyros. You can take tortillas. You can take ciabatta bread. So take any bread you have. So take tortilla or lavash. Deep. Pour some sauce on top of it. So again, some crispy lettuce or iceberg salad, pickles, some tomatoes, everything just a bit, not too much, some nice koftas and wrap it all up beautifully and just more mint sauce to this beauty. Crispy, soft, juicy, crunchy with that sweet heat from the dried fruit. This dish has everything: texture, flavor and a bit of nutrition. Make a batch of these and you've got lunch sorted for the next day too. This is an amazing snack, lunch or dinner. Grab your ingredients, make this beauty. Like, comment, subscribe and see you next time.